Hey, Alex. It's me, Aliex. How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Get closer, because I want you to appear on camera, but
yeah.
I got you mic'd up, so you're good.
Okay.
So, look, when I saw this thing, like naked, you know?
Yeah.
It looked like a normal inflatable paddleboard, just another one, right?
Yeah.
But look at what you have here. What is this? This is like a cactum rig. What's going on here?
It really is. This is a full fishing vessel, really. I mean, what's really cool is that I guess I'll start from the front. We have this bow-mounted trolling motor, which you really don't see on any paddleboards, let alone in an inflatable fishing paddleboard. So yeah, this can handle a full spot lock trolling motor mounted right on the bow.
Can you talk about how it's mounted? Because I mean, this is inflatable. People are super
So we use a simple system where we actually use the D-rings and thumb screws, and they just screw right into these little washers down here. And that simple system just locks this in place, so it doesn't want to go anywhere.
Can you lift it from it?
Yeah, so it actually is strapped down right here also.
Oh.
So it's held down by another D-ring, so this thing's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay right in place for you.
This is not a light motor. This is heavy, and it's horrible.
Yeah, it's a decent sized motor, and we knew we wanted to have this setup. So compared to our older model, so this is a FishSUP1210, by the way. The older model was a FishSUP12.6, and that model tapered out towards the bow. With this one, we want to make it super stable throughout the entire thing. So as you can see, it holds its width all the way forward. So you can actually stand up here and not have any issues with the stability of it. So you can, drop down this motor whenever you want.
So what do you got here in the front?
Yes, these are
look,
just
handles in here. That's nice.
So that's a huge thing we thought about. There's a handle here, but we knew if someone put a motor here, you're not going to be able to have access to that handle. So we made sure we added handles here on the bow. We added handles in the back, so you can carry it from all different points. There's a handle in the center, so you can hold it under your arm as well when moving about. But yeah, so these are just simple bungees, and these, you're not wearing your life jacket, you put your life jacket under these bungees.
Or your paddle if you're not using it.
Yes, yeah, the paddle goes in the paddle pocket right on the floor.
It has a paddle pocket?
Yep.
Oh, God,
yep,
it's right there.
Yeah, it just sticks right in there and it's held down. But what's really cool about this inflatable SUP, pretty much every inflatable SUP on the market is a single chamber. And some people who are scared of inflatable boats, we added 2 chambers to this boat. So you have one chamber that's surrounding the outside and one center chamber. So anything happens on the water, you have redundancy and you have that safety of the double chambers, which yeah, it's really good for the boat. It adds more rigidity to the boat and makes it just a wider fishing platform.
Basically a peace of mind. You have I mean, if something deflates, you still have the other half.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It would take forever for the air to go out unless it's a giant cut. I mean, what is going to cut unless you do it yourself?
Absolutely, and people don't realize that. You can hook an inflatable boat, which it's pretty hard to, especially with the drop stitch. Hooks tend to want to just skip off the material and not actually puncture the boat. But even a puncture like that, sometimes it takes weeks to deflate the boat. So we really thought about safety with this boat. Yeah, we wanted to make it safe for people who haven't been on a SUP before or haven't used inflatables before.
And what is this here? Standing bar?
Yes. So this is our brand new casting bar, and it's actually going to be black, so it's going to look nice and sleek in the final version of it. And you can mount things to it. You can I would stand on it right now and show you, but you can just hang out on this thing and fish up on the bow and just float around,
And it's very wide, so it gives you a lot of space to actually mount things and
Absolutely.
not walk, trip over yourself.
You can walk around this SUP and not have to worry about stability, which, a lot of SUPs you go on and they're too narrow and you're just constantly balancing instead of actually fishing. You're worrying about staying upright, but yeah, so we made it wide enough, we made it long enough, and I'll get to that later, but there's something I want to point out back there. But yeah, so with this, we actually added all these D-rings because a lot of people, if they don't have a spot lock motor, you might want to use an anchor trolley system. So you can actually use an anchor trolley system with this boat. So you can move your anchor forward and back wherever you like to put it when you're just anchored and fishing.
So the deck, the standing deck, I mean, you can stand everywhere, but you're mostly gonna be here casting.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it has a foam type of thing.
Yes, it's an EVA foam padding. We actually went with this like alligator skin looking print on it. And like all of our models, we're doing just new, cool, stylistic designs. So it has this honeycomb pattern up here, which I absolutely love. It runs on the side as well, and yeah, continues in the back also.
So you got handle in the middle, standard inflatable paddleboard handle.
Yes.
But what is this enclosure? What is that holding the seat?
Yeah, so this is probably the coolest part about it is, so you, like I said, you can use it just like a regular stand-up paddleboard. We actually have a seat that just sits on the floor, but you can get this upgraded package, which has these 2 side pontoons, and not only do they create this really cool like cockpit area, like helm system, it adds more mounts for accessories. So now you have, like we have it set up to the nines with, you know, 2 fish finders, the rod holders, everything. But yeah, it gives you all that space.
I think we're missing a few rod holders though.
Yeah, we might need some more.
We need 2 more graphs too.
Yeah, so it's really cool. I love the fact that it creates a cockpit. When I'm fishing, I throw my lures on the deck, and so it's going to keep them from like falling off the side of the board.
Wait, you throw your lure on an inflatable deck?
All the time, yeah.
And you haven't punctured it?
No, I'm very good. Yeah, I haven't punctured the boat. It's this is very durable stuff. And like I said, the hooks really don't catch on drop stitch material. It's it's pretty safe. And,
so the way I see it, you got 1 chamber, 2 chamber, 3 chambers. I mean, the odds of something
you're up
breaking.
to 4 chambers here. So
4?
Yeah. So 1 chamber, 2 chamber. Yeah. And 2
That's right, because it's 2 individual panels.
Yeah. We actually, you could take this whole thing off and just sit on the floater above the water with this little setup we got here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that I think you guys need to upgrade is this.
The seat? Okay. Yeah. I love the feedback. I love the feedback on that. Yeah.
I think, I mean, maybe you sell the option of just, I mean, you could do that, right? You could just use it as a bench seat if you want. You know, right, and get your own source, your own seat. But it would be nice if you have different packages with a nicer looking seat.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah. No. This seat, you know, it gives you good back support. It's a full swivel seat, so you can move it, you control however you want.
Yeah, but you're a marketing guy. You know that doesn't sell.
Yeah.
It doesn't catch your eye.
We might be able to make the seat a little cooler. But yeah, no, for me, sometimes I like just going bare bones, so I might even take this seat off fully and just sit on the bench. You know.
I just got an idea.
Yeah.
Heavy duty tow cooler in between. And you can stand on the cooler. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Hey, I'm all about using coolers as seats.
Yeah.
You know, double features. You place to store your fish, store your drinks, and actually use it as a seat, which is nice.
So what else we got here in the back?
Yeah, so moving back. So yes, what I was saying to you before is that you can actually buy the regular stand-up board paddle package, and say later on you want to create this cockpit, you just buy this separate system. And you plant it right on your boat. It just hooks on with our quick connects, and yeah, it's a very simple way to add it onto the boat.
And they just stay there?
Yeah, they just stay right on. They're locked in place.
Wow. Yes. I mean, it's inflatable. It's gonna flex. It's gonna have stuff.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna sink. Cause look, you have a lot of protection.
So it's a 15 psi paddleboard. So you're really not gonna get much flex. And partially
no, what I mean, like, you know, you've been. I don't know if this one does that. But some paddle boards, you could feel like the snake feeling when you're underwater.
So this is actually a new technology. This is fusion drop stitch. So regular drop stitch was slightly different. I'm not going to get into the technology of it, but this is more solid. It's a very solid way of creating that high pressure drop stitch. So some paddle boards that you see, the cheap ones you see from Walmart and stuff like that, you're going to see like, you know, that flex when someone's standing on it, but you're not going to get that with something like this. It's just going to be a solid fishing platform. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's on this side. Okay, yeah. So you can bring that over here.
You even have like sort of like a.
We actually knew people wanted to put fish finders on here, so we put mounts on the bottom. So you don't need it to go down this deep, but you can put a transducer mounted right here, right on the bottom of that.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so we thought of everything. And the other thing I wanted to point out, these allow you to put up to a 3 horsepower gas motor on the back of this paddleboard. Yes, so you can rip around on a paddleboard which is pretty cool. So this adds extra stability, and we beefed up this motor mount and reinforced it, so it allows for that larger 3 horsepower gas motor. And since we were beefing it up anyway, we decided to also build in a cart system for the paddleboard.
And you got the E-propulsion new motor right here?
Yeah, so we're selling this the brand new E-propulsion E-Lite motor. We're I believe the only ones at the show.
Yeah, that one has a built-in battery, right?
Yes. So with this, it's a very cool system. The shaft is the battery. It's fully waterproof, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. Fully waterproof. Battery's built into the shaft, so you don't need to buy an extra battery to go along with it. No wiring. And what I love about it is how portable it is. You just pop it off like that.
Come on, do the dumbbells.
Yeah, it's only 20 pounds, so it's very, very light. And then what's really cool, if I can get this, it's super ergonomic to carry. You're not like awkwardly carrying this motor. You easily walk around.
Let me see.
Yeah, give it a try. And it's well balanced too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for having the battery and the motor integrated. It's not heavy at all.
Absolutely. And then, you can leave the bracket mounted on your transom. Take this home, charge it in the wall, and then when you come back to the boat,
done. Just like that.
And you're ready to go. It locks in place.
And just because we didn't have enough rod holders, we got more back here.
Yeah, we got even more rod holders. So, like I said, you can be trolling. You can have that spot locker going, or a spot lock motor going. Turn your seat around, and you have a full fishing setup back here as well.
This is better than a boat.
I think it's going to be my new favorite product that we have. Because it's lightweight, I have a pickup truck. I can slide it into my pickup truck with everything on it and just tilt it out, put it onto the cart, or roll it onto the cart, put it in the water, and I'm ready to go.
Or you could just take a AC power pump, whatever the name is.
Absolutely.
And inflate it on the water in 10 minutes.
We sell a range of electric pumps, and I highly recommend the electric pump if you're going to be inflating and deflating all the time. And that just makes your life so easy. A few minutes and this thing's ready to go.
So without the motor, all the package you see here, what is the price point more or less?
So we're actually selling this as a full package without, the only thing that would be different is that motor wouldn't be there. It would come with the motor mount. $24.99 without the spot lock motor. And that would come with the E-Lite motor.
So $24.99 with them?
With the E-Lite motor, yes.
So take out the motor, how much would that be?
Yeah. I have all the packages right here.
Wow, that is a really good price.
Yeah, it's really not bad.
And you don't have to paddle.
So our standard package starts at $1,099.
Wait, give me a second. Okay.
And then you go from there. You go to our fish rig package, which that's without these side pontoons, and that's $19.99. But that comes with the E-Lite motor as well. But for $24.99, you get the side pontoons, you get the bow casting bar, and I mean, just look at that.
I mean, this is very special here. I mean, I would change the seat, but...
Hey, I'm surprised we didn't win the best new product.
Because do you show this? Oh, because you show the simple one. People didn't see the future, what it could be done with
exactly.
this. So that's what happened. It's a marketing thing again.
Yes.
So people are going to ask, hey, Aliex, when are you going to use one of these things?
So we're looking to try to launch it by, I believe, December.
December?
Around December, we're going to have the full launch, and this thing's going to be perfected.
Yeah, but I need one.
You need one?
Yeah.
I think we could probably make that work.
Like
Absolutely.
this?
We could probably make that work for you.
It definitely has a spot on the channel. I mean, inflatables now is a thing, and
I believe so. I think people have this idea that inflatable boats aren't there. Some people know that they're way different than what they used to be, but I talk to people all the time, and they're like, some people have this idea that they're still like pool floats.
Yeah.
But inflatables have come so far. The technology has really changed. I mean, these are rugged boats.
They feel like solid-like.
Yes. I've had people walk up to me and not this boat, but our Fast Cap 14. They actually thought it was a hard bottom boat, and I was like, no, it's inflatable.
It feels that way. And with these pontoons on the side, it would be practically impossible to flip it, actually.
Yes, I think it would be basically impossible to flip this.
I mean
you'd have to use
yeah, you have to actually want to do it.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna make this thing go over. Yeah, I mean it's just so stable. One thing I want to point out,
Alex, you've been talking for 14 minutes and you still have more to add? Yeah, and you said you couldn't go for 2?
I know. I think the last thing I want to point out, and one thing that's really different from our last FishSUP, we actually moved this transom in, made it much deeper. So even with that 3 horsepower motor on the back, you're not going to be riding on the back of the boat. You're going to be nice and flat and level, and you're going to have a nice smooth ride. So yeah, I think that's everything. I think I covered everything.
So, I mean, when you look at a paddleboard, you think, oh, it's just a rounded thing on the back and on the front, and you're not going to be able to put anything on it.
Sure.
But this is different because it has that cut, so you can put the outboard there.
Yes, absolutely.
What if I want to add a kayak motor that I could control with footrest? Can I do that here?
You probably could. I mean, if you can run the system right up here.
Yeah, you could definitely run it, and then you have to create some sort of mechanism to hold the footrest over here. But it could be done.
It definitely could be done, and that's what I tell every one of our customers. Some people want a kayak or something that's fully ready to go, but these things are made to be customized. You know, it's just like any kayak.
One of a kind.
You want to put your style onto it. You want to add your accessories. You want to make it the way you want it to be. So yeah, it definitely can be done.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I like it. I would change the color a little bit, the seat, but I could see myself using, especially like this.
Yes, yeah.
There's a lot of competition though. So what sets yourself apart from the competition?
Yeah. So as far as fishing SUPs go, our FishSUP1210 when it came out was like unheard of. We were one of the first people to do a fishing paddleboard, and I think with this one, we kind of just covered every base here. I mean, going from the front to the back, we changed a lot of things on it to answer every complaint, any question we had about our last model. We want to cover everything. We want to offer that spot lock motor. We want to offer the stability all the way to the bow. We want to offer a larger motor for people who want to go a little quicker or longer distance.
Or they're bigger.
Yeah. We went as far as we could with a paddleboard before you get into a kayak or a boat, you know. And it's still pretty lightweight. I believe it's 48 pounds, so you can still hold this thing, and we perfectly put the handle where the board would be balanced while carrying it.
Hey, the new kayak-like boats are like 160 pounds, so...
Exactly, yeah. You don't need a trailer. You don't want a trailer for your boat or for your kayak. You want something that you can fold up, store away, or fit in the back of your truck or on your roof.
And the best part, it gets shipped to you in a box, and you can put it in a closet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. That was cool.